you leave the NBA and you go back to college, your mind is definitely in a different space now because you said you've learned from all these guys. You knew a lot,
Yeah.
but you learned more. Like there's more ways to do things. How much of that did you try to add and say, did you take, I'm sure you just took, okay, I like this, I don't like that, and then you took that back to college with you?
Yeah. Well, I was at Oklahoma for 12 years as the head coach. And all 12 years there, we were ranked in the top 25. Every year for 12 years, went to a Final Four, couple Elite Eights, 3 or 4 Sweet 16s, won the Big 12 regular season, won the tournament 3 times. So we had great success. But I was infinitely better the second go-round. And I think the thing that helped me more than anything else was how to hire staff. I never really paid attention to that. I'd had a lot of guys going to be head coaches, but there was a couple of things that I would question over the years. So the first thing I did when Houston approached me about the job was ask them about their nepotism law in the state of Texas. Because my son had just got fired at Appalachian State.
Oh, okay.
I had been fired. My daughter had a good job making money, but she was miserable. And I told my wife, I said, you know what, Karen, at our age, I think I was, I'm 69, so 11 years ago, I think I was 57 or so when I took the Indiana job. I said, let's see if we can get our family back together. If they'll let me hire Kellen and they'll let me hire Lauren, I'll take this job. Now I had 3 or 4 other schools that were inquiring. Wanted me to, well, 2 wanted to interview me and then 2 wanted to hire me. But I said that the toughest job, probably the hardest job was Houston, but I didn't care about that. I thought Houston's a lot like Memphis in that it's the basketball, the talents there is just political. You got to learn how to navigate the, like I watched John Lucas play in high school. Remember watching John Lucas play at East-West All-Star game. I remember watching Pete Maravich play in North Carolina. James Worthy, Sleepy Floyd, Phil, Walter Davis, David Thomas. There's been some boys come out of that state. But going back to Houston, I said the talent's there. They got terrible facilities. They got apathy up and down the board. And the administration really doesn't support it. That's not a reason not to take it. If you're looking for reasons not to do something, then you've decided, you've basically made an excuse for it. I said, nobody comes to the games. Okay, I wouldn't come either. Look at the team. They got terrible facilities. Well, they can't recruit the Houston players. I wouldn't go to Houston either if I was them. Look at the facilities. So if the only thing you got to do is get better facilities and build a team where they'll win and they'll come, well, then that's on the coach.
Yeah.
That ain't on the administration. Coaches and players win games. Administrations win championships. My biggest battles was with the administration. I had to get them to understand that you got to care about this. And we would not be sitting here right now. The guy that owns the Rockets, Tillman Fertitta,
Yep.
I went and had lunch with him and told him, you're not winning a national championship here in football from the American Athletic Conference. But even from the American, you can win it in basketball. You can win it.